Hey everyone, it's Holly. So today I kind of wanted to do a little tutorial on my morning makeup routine. As you can see right now I have zero makeup on, sorry about that. But this is just kind of me wanting to show you guys what I do to make my face look flawless, because it's definitely not. I definitely have skin imperfections. I have eczema going on right now. I have acne. I have really red skin, and especially going to conferences and things like that for DECA, being on stage in the spotlight. There's a couple of different ways I do my makeup, but this is just kind of like my morning general routine that I kind of change up based on what my outfit is, based on where I'm going, and especially if I'm traveling. This is the kind of like basics that I take with me. So I hope you guys like it. Okay, so the first thing that I do whenever I get out of the shower or when I'm getting up in the morning is I put on coconut oil on my face, and this isn't just for moisturization. This actually kills some of the bacteria on your face. So like if you have acne, this is really good to treat acne. It actually makes your acne really worse for the first couple of weeks. I noticed the first kind of couple of days that I did this, I broke out really bad, and then it completely went away. Right now I have some spots because I haven't been as good about it, but I use all natural virgin coconut oil, unrefined. You can find it at GNC. I know some supermarkets have it, and it's all depending on where you live. I know a lot of like Whole Foods and places like that also have unrefined coconut oil, but I just use it a thin layer on my face, a little bit on my neck, and then areas in my body that have dry skin, like my elbows, my knees, my legs after I shave, and it just kind of makes my skin a little bit smoother. After that soaks in, and right now why my face is so shiny is I use the Nivea cream on my face, and I know a lot of people use it as like night cream, but I find it has a really good moisturizer in it that keeps my skin moisturized during the day when I am, like for instance, just running around in a really hot day in Texas. You want to have moisturization, so I always use this underneath instead of a regular moisturizer, just because it makes sure that my skin never gets dry. So I already have this on. The next thing that I do is I use Revlon Stay Matte, and it's a ivory, it's like a liquid mousse foundation. It's kind of like a airy, fluffy texture. I don't know how else to describe it, but it comes out, let's see, this tube's almost gone. It comes out looking like that. It's like almost like a thick lotion, and I just put it like this, and I rub it in. And most of the products that I use are from Walgreens, CVS. I don't spend a ton on beauty. There's one product that I use that I'll show you guys later that I do kind of splurge on, and that's because it doesn't cake like a lot of other concealers, and I'll show you guys that. But I just use my hands and rub it in. And as you can see, sorry, I have a mirror on the other side. As you can see, it's already starting to fix the redness in my skin, and it covers some of the smaller imperfections. Like I have a birthmark up here that it covers really well, and then I have like little red dots, just a little bit of acne going on right now on my face. So it kind of evens out the texture, it evens out my skin tone, and it makes my face a really smooth texture for other products as well. So now that that's done, I always make sure to blend it in my neck too, because I don't want to end up with makeup lines. Okay. So now that that's done, this is my splurge product, and I'll show you guys why. This is Benefit Erase Paste. I've had this since last year, and it's, you can see it's almost gone. I also did wedding makeup a couple months ago, so I used quite a bit of it. But I use this because it doesn't cake, and it doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup when I use this on like areas that I have imperfections. Like I'll use it on this, I'll use it around my nose, I'll use it under my eyes, and it doesn't slide off when it's hot. Especially in Texas, that's something that you need, because it makeup has a tendency, especially in the heat, to slip and slide, start to look cakey, start to look like you're wearing makeup. And the point of makeup is to look like you're not wearing any, unless you do a ton of eyeliner, a ton of eyeshadow and stuff, but you don't want to look like you caked it on your face. So I always use this underneath my eyes. And then any places that I feel I need some extra coverage, so I'll probably use it, I'll use it right here, and just a little bit, because I don't like to put it where my laugh lines usually go. And then I'll put some on this little spot that's being finicky. And that's, since that's dry skin, it's not going to cover up all the way. And then I have some spots coming on right here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so now that I'm done pretty much with my concealer and my foundation, I always, especially during the winter months and the fall, not so much during the summer unless I'm looking for a high coverage like I am right now with this stuff going on, but I always try to put on a little bit of a liquid foundation on top of my other makeup. This is Naturally Flawless by Rimmel. I really like Rimmel products just because I feel like they're a higher quality than a lot of the drugstore brand name makeups. So I use, it's Naturally Flawless, 100 in Ivory, and yeah, I'm really pale right now. So I just put a little bit of it on the back of my hand like that. And then I use, this is an e.l.f., I think, flathead brush from Target, and I just use it over my eyes because I know I'm going to put some eye makeup there, so make sure that my eye makeup stays. I always use a little bit where I'm using my cover up, just because I think it makes my cover up stay a little bit better. And this is also really good at mattifying your face. The mousse that I use, the first foundation, is really good at evening skin tone, but it's not so great at mattifying. Especially in Texas, you know, you get shiny, you get sweaty, and I have really oily skin. Even though I put oil on my face, it's because I have a really dry cheeks area and really dry right here, and then the rest of my T-zone is super oily. So I've learned over the years what products are the best at mattifying and making sure that I don't end up looking cakey at the end of the day. And this liquid foundation too, I noticed that a lot of the liquid foundations settle really bad in my forehead line. So by the end of the day, I'll have creases and stuff in my forehead that even if I'm not, you know, like looking up or anything, it creases. This foundation's really good at not sitting in those fine lines and wrinkles. So if you, you know, if you have wrinkles like I do, like I have some areas in my face that wrinkle really badly, especially like my laugh lines and things like that, it looks a lot better than other liquid foundations. Alrighty, and then to set my face makeup, I always use a mixture of two different powders. So I actually just recently discovered this, it's Airspun face powder. I was actually looking for either the e.l.f. brand face powder, which I really liked, or the NYX face powder, and it's translucent, and I couldn't find it, so I went to Walgreens and I asked if they had any translucent powder, and this guy in the makeup department just said, hey, we have this, just came in, and I really like it because it is a super loose consistency. It doesn't feel like heavy powder makeup like Bare Minerals, I know I used to use for years. It feels very heavy on your face, and it feels like you're caking on the powder just to cover everything up. Whereas with this product, I just use about that much, and then I mix in a little bit of the True Blend mineral powder. I'll show you guys what that looks like. This is True Blend mineral powder. I use 415. It's kind of a medium powder because I like being able to control how dark or light my makeup is. So I use my brush, and I put a little bit of powder on my brush, and I put it in this. It's like kind of like mixing your own makeup. And I mix it like that, and then I just start powdering my face. And I always make sure to drag my powder all the way down my neck, especially since my makeup tends to be a different shade than my neck on my face. I like to drag my powder down too to make sure that it blends evenly. And even on the back of your neck a little bit, especially since I have my hair up. Okay, so that is my face routine. And then I'll kind of show you guys, if you know me, you know that I have a signature eye look. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do that too. And I have super thin eyebrows. My eyebrows is very thin, so I just use a pencil, and I pencil in my eyebrows just a little bit, not too much, just to give it some dimension. And especially if I have to do some heavy penciling, like if for some reason my eyebrows are looking a little weird, I always just go back over it with my powder just to make sure that it doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of eye makeup on my eyebrows. Just because it doesn't look natural. So I always go like this. And then depending on the day, I wear eyeshadow. Today I'm not really feeling it, but usually I use, this is actually a Forever 21 palette. It's kind of like a gold, and then a bronze, and then like almost a grayish color, like a gray taupe, and then a black. And this is kind of what I use on an everyday basis. I also have this really great palette that's very similar. I got this in Birchbox when I was still a subscriber, and it's the Coastal Scents Revealed Palette Templar. And this has a really nice white powder that I like to use just as a base. This also has kind of like a white, it's like a white silver color as opposed to the gold, and then a brown, and then like almost like a purplish gray and a black, and I use both of these just interchangeably during the week. I also have a Naked palette, but the Naked palette has kind of fallen apart since I travel so much, so I don't use it as much anymore. So my basic eye look usually involves white eyeshadow or gold eyeshadow on top, but I'm not feeling it today, so I'm just going to do, it is Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eyeliner, and it has a really fine point on it, which I really like, and I use that just on the lids of my eye and create a small cat eye. So I'm going to And as you can see, the difference between this and this is just, it makes my eyes pop a lot. Sometimes I do a little bit bigger. I may do a little bit bigger today just since I'm not wearing any eyeshadow. And I always try to clean up the bottom just because sometimes it gets a little bit messy. And then we'll do this one. And especially if you do cat eye a lot, you know that no two eyes are going to be the same, unless you're getting makeup done by like a professional makeup artist, which I never claim to be. So I just make sure that I am at least trying to get it somewhat even in thickness, and then I just kind of wing it from there. And the cat eye look I do usually when I'm home, not so much when I'm traveling or at conferences, just because it's not a professional makeup look. When I'm at conferences, I usually just wear a little bit of the gold or silver and some taupe, and then just eyeliner and regular mascara, and then the eyebrows, obviously. But for me, for a professional look, you don't want to wear the big winged eyeliner. I know a lot of people, it's become more casual to wear the big winged eyeliner. I just don't prefer it for myself. Okay, so I'm going to skip. Usually for this I do a black eyeliner. This is just like 99-cent Walgreens retractable eyeliner, and I find that theirs actually stay really well comparatively to other brands. But today, since I'm going to do some lipstick as well, I'm just going to use my mascara, and I use Maybelline Mega Plush Volume Express. I change mascaras every couple of months. Sometimes I use Lash Stiletto. Sometimes I use, I know the it's like Mega Volume or something like that from Rimmel that I used for a really long time. This is just recently I purchased this, and I really like it because it kind of does both the lengthening and volumizing for my eyelashes. It makes my eyelashes look really long, so I like it a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. So my eyes are done, and the last thing that I usually do with my face makeup, my eye makeup, is I use this e.l.f. Mist Makeup and Set. I got this for like 10 bucks at Target, and it's pretty much my lifesaver when it comes to makeup. It makes sure that everything stays put, make sure that I don't get shiny throughout the day. I worked 9-hour, 10-hour shifts when I worked at Banana Republic wearing this, and my makeup did not move an inch. I looked flawless. My makeup didn't get shiny all day. So I use this. I usually hold it about 2 feet from my face, and then I spray it just so I can feel it, but not so much that it's like making my face wet. And you can see it kind of makes it dewy at first, and then it dries and it mattifies it. And especially if you have combination skin like I do, this is really good at moisturizing your skin. It has aloe, green tea, and cucumber with a bunch of vitamins in it, but it also keeps it mattified during the day. And I think the last thing I'm going to do today is one of my favorite lipsticks, which is e.l.f. and it's moisturizing lipstick in Pink Minx. This is one of my favorite lipsticks. I recently just started wearing lipstick the last like year, and this is actually one of my favorites because it's not a hot pink. It's more of like a light pink. So I just use this. And there you go. So that is my morning beauty routine, and if I'm not explaining things, it usually only takes me about 5-10 minutes max, depending on how much I do eyeshadow or if I do a bigger wing. Today I am just going out celebrating my birthday with my family, so this is just kind of like me throwing on a dress, maybe a chambray shirt, and heading out the door. And I usually don't get dressed in this. I usually, or get ready in this. I usually just get ready in whatever I'm wearing. So yeah, this is my morning makeup routine. If you have any questions, let me know. And I thank you guys for watching. Bye.